Let's take a look at where things stand on the Olympic medals leaderboard. You know I love this board, and you see why. The United States is leading with the most medals, 125 to be exact. But that medal count affected by the blockbuster ruling from International Olympic Committee. That happened a few hours ago. We've been keeping you updated on that. It said that Jordan Chiles must return her bronze medal. She was awarded during the gymnast floor exercise competition after it found the U.S. coach's inquiry to increase Chiles' score due to difficulty took longer than 60 seconds to appeal. It took 4 extra seconds for them to do it, voiding the change. How disappointing for her. Team USA added to their medal count on Saturday, though, bringing home 5 goals on the second to last day. Like I mentioned, a goal by Mallory Swanson. The U.S. returning to the top of the podium, like I mentioned. All right, it is time for the beef. Can we have that animation? Oh. Okay, yes, let's go to our guest. Sorry, some technical problems there, Ralphie. Welcome. Good morning. Great to see you. Of course, you are the USA Today host and producer, Ralphie Aversa. Again, apologies for that. Let's start with Chiles and Biles bowing to Andrade. Tell me more about that, because that was a moment that really a lot of people were talking about.
Yeah, Hena, we'll have plenty of time to talk Hulk Hogan later, I'm sure, in the beef. All right, yeah, let's talk about this iconic photo, though, and this iconic scene from the Olympics. Obviously, as you mentioned, with the ruling coming down this morning, now this photo taking a little bit of a different context because Jordan is giving back the bronze medal that she was awarded in the floor routine. However, still, just a great display that you can be a good sport, you can celebrate other people, and I think a lot of people really, their hearts were warmed by this scene as Simone and Jordan bowed down, of course, to Rebecca.
Yeah, another moment that set the internet on fire during the final stretch of a come-behind victory to clinch the gold in the 4x100 relay race. My producer and I were talking about this moment. This is American Shakari Richardson turned her head and stared down her competitors. I actually saw this in slow-mo. It was amazing. What is it about this very moment that you loved?
I mean, I was in the newsroom when this race happened, when the relay was happening. And of course, like when this is on TV in the newsroom, you stop everything you're doing, you turn, you look. And watching that moment, and of course, you know, again, putting it in context of everything that Shakari has gone through to get to this point where she could represent the U.S. and compete in the Olympics, to see her turn back. The one thing, by the way, that we're told, like in Little League and as we're doing youth sports, the one thing you don't do when you're running is turn to the side. And yet she did it, and she can because, well, she's great, and she was obviously leading the U.S. to gold. By the way, Shakari, a part of, like many of these athletes, part of an awesome ad campaign with Nike, and we'll see if that campaign hits #1 on USA Today's ad meter. We're going to release the results tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.
Oh, I read USA Today religiously every morning. I'm looking forward to that. Team USA's Stephen Dortch, and I hope I'm saying his name right. Correct me if I'm not. He's become a viral sensation. He's become known as the pommel horse guy. I saw him manifesting this. What is it about the U.S. gymnast that helped capture the heart of fans all around the world?
Yes, the Penn State electrical engineering major, Nedorosik. We'll give Stephen his flowers on that. I think there's a couple things about this. I mean, the photo, the shot of him on the sidelines waiting to be called, he's wearing glasses. He's obviously in a very zen moment. And then like Clark Kent, he takes the glasses off. And I mean, watching anyone compete on the pommel horse, it's really incredible. I mean, the arm strength and the balance. And then you find out after the fact that he's wearing glasses because he does not have perfect vision. And so a lot of his routine on the pommel horse is based on feel and not vision. Just incredible. And of course, he helped lead the U.S. men's team to bronze, picked up 2 bronze medals in this Olympics.
Yeah, I love this guy. Also in record-setting fashion, a lot of people talking about American swimmer Katie Ledecky. She won gold in the 1,500-meter freestyle race, where she was so far ahead, her competitors were almost out of frame. Now, is this the moment that cements Ledecky as a GOAT, one of the greatest Olympic swimmers of all time?
I think so. You look at the number of medals that she has, and of course that alone, you know, we can look at statistics. We talk about this with basketball, and we'll talk about basketball in a second. But with Katie specifically, yeah, when you're talking about a GOAT, you do need these type of moments where Katie looks like she's swimming in the wrong direction. That's how far ahead she is, winning the 1,500 meter by 10 seconds. I mean, if we were to, 10 seconds doesn't sound like a lot, but if you and I were to sit here right now in silence for 10 seconds, that's a long time, especially in an Olympic race. So congratulations to Katie. Hopefully she competes in LA in 4 years.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.